Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. England have just absolutely battered the Germans and it was insane. It weren't that great, I'll be honest with you. It was a boring game, but still, any victory against Germany is a good victory. Did Germany play well? Not really. But did we do the job that we had to do with the circumstances that were presented to us? Absolutely we did. We can do more, we can play better football. Some will say we should have started Jack Grealish and some will say we shouldn't have gone with a 5 at the back. What I say to that is we won the game and we got it over the line. And I am not a big Gareth Southgate fan myself, I will not lie to you. But one thing I will offer to you is that I am a supporter of someone who can at least get the job done with the job that they have in that moment. For example, like Adrian. I'm not a big fan of Adrian in the goal for Liverpool, but he is, if he is in between the sticks and he has a good performance, I will give him credit for doing what I know he can do well. There's no point in expecting a dog to be able to do backflips because they just haven't got the muscles and the legs to be able to do backflips. So you've got to just be able, you've got to be happy with telling them to sit, roll over and all that other bollocks. You can't be getting them to fly and shit like that. So that's what I'm basically trying to say right now for Gareth Southgate. He's done quite a bit right, but there's also a lot that he can still do better. But for the win itself, you've got to give credit to one man and one man only. Before this player came on, there was absolutely no directness on the pitch. There was no fight. There was no fear in the Germany team until this player came on the pitch in Jack Grealish. This player right now, right, you know, you talk about underrated. Everyone rates Jack Grealish, yet he's still underrated. You know, people don't know how good Jack Grealish is, in my opinion. You know, this is a player that has played for Aston Villa, you know, literally went down, got relegated with them and got promoted again, stayed in that team, and you see when you watch Aston Villa, he is the difference of them being a Europa League side or a mid-table team. That right there just shows, you know, he's got commitment, he's got proper leadership skills, and furthermore, he's got the ability to back all of that up. He's insane, and I wouldn't be angry at anyone who said he's England's best player. I would edge Kane just based on credit in the bank, based on the fact he's doing it for England. Maybe not necessarily right now, but overall, Kane scores for England. But Jack Grealish is the one who's actually really putting in the performances. You know, even the last game, when he came on the pitch, he made an impact. Comes on today, makes an impact for both goals. That right there is a world-class player. And if you're going to be turning up in what is most likely going to be our biggest game of the tournament, unless we get to the final, then you can't really ask for much more than that. Another player I want to talk about in Raheem Sterling. I don't care whether you rate him or you don't. The problem and the thing that we have with this country is we can't give players credit where credit is due. It's like if we say we don't like that player, when they play well, we can't give them that credit. No, give them that credit. Give them the credit that they deserve, especially in this aspect with Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling today impressed me, and he's impressed me all tournament because even though he might not have the greatest ability, even though he might not have that killer finisher instinct, he's still scoring goals. He's still got a great record in the previous 20 games for England, and he's turning up in big moments. He's doing what he needs to do. Now, granted, he gave the ball away shortly after the goal that he scored, and the goal itself was a tap-in, but you've got to be in the position and you've got to get the job done. Germany could have got themselves a goal or two back in the first half. I think Timo Werner had a chance. Thomas Muller, in my opinion, had to score that one-on-one against Jordan Pickford. He even sent him the wrong way. Hit the target. That's all you've got to do. And for a player of Thomas Muller's calibre, I would have expected just a little bit more from that situation overall. I'm not going to lie to you. But the question that you've got to ask yourself now, you know, after reflecting on the game, after reviewing the game, and again, regardless of the fact that we never played well, we got the job done, and that's the number one important thing. But the question you have to ask yourself now is it coming home? Is it coming home? It's coming home! 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 And you know the score that it might not be coming home. I still don't believe necessarily it's coming all the way home, but there's a chance that it could maybe happen. We don't know, but let me know in the comments down below. Do you think England will win the Euros? I am still going to edge Italy, who have a very difficult tie against Belgium, and of course England. If we win our next game, wait there, who are we playing actually? No, we play the winner tonight of Sweden and Ukraine. So whoever wins that game will be the team that we play. I believe they're playing soon actually, so need to get this video posted pretty quick. That'll actually be on while we're recording. And we should beat either one of them. Whether it's Sweden or Ukraine, it doesn't matter. You win that game. We're probably going to play Italy or Belgium if we were to make the final. And you would, or at least I would expect England to get the job done against every team up until that final. If you lose to Belgium, it's fair enough. If you lose to Italy, it's fair enough. But let's at least give it a go. And let's proper go for it. And I do not believe we are going to see a drastic change of where Southgate starts playing very attacking, exciting football. I still believe it's going to be boring. We're going to be scraping out 1-0, 2-0 victories. But as long as we get over the line and we get that trophy, I suppose that's all that matters. I do also understand where, for people who might not be with Gareth Southgate, like myself, where if he wins this, or let's even say he gets to the semi-final, let's be real, he's going to be given so much credit, he's going to be able to keep his job. And if he gets to a semi-final, that's not really that impressive. With the side of the group that we are, we don't have to worry about Spain, we don't have to worry about Italy or Belgium, we have to worry about Ukraine and Sweden. Like, these are not elite teams. These are teams that we should be beating, especially if you beat Germany. And that is why the pressure, in my opinion, is now on England to really go all the way into this final. And even in the final, this tournament's been at your home ground. It's been at Wembley for pretty much the majority of the tournament. England haven't had to worry about travel. They've got that home advantage. And that is another reason why it just only adds to the pressure of actually them having to win this tournament. Going into the Euros, England don't have to win the Euros. You know, we say it's coming home, but we haven't won a trophy since 1966, so what's really coming home? But the point that I'm trying to make is, you still expect England to go far. Now you expect them to go more than far, because you cannot ignore, if we get knocked out of the semi-finals by Czech Republic or, you know, some other team, that's going to be really bad, especially when you look at circumstances. France got knocked out, Portugal have been knocked out, Belgium or Italy are about to get knocked out of this damn tournament. It is really falling in the hands of England, and I believe it's gonna, if we do get to a semi-final, that will end up being a failure. But today is a success, and I am happy about today, and I'm here to talk about today's result. I just don't want it to overshadow what has been at times a pretty underwhelming tournament. But let me know in the comments down below. First of all, who was your man of the match today? I've got to edge it to Grealish. Don't get me wrong, John Stones has a great game. I thought Harry Maguire done very good. Calvin Phillips in the first half was pulling strings. Genuinely looked like Pirlo from him. For a second there, he fooled me, but then I realised when it's on the close-up, it was Calvin Phillips. Solid performance from him. And then obviously, when Jack Grealish came on, he was the game changer. He got a goal for Sterling, got a goal for Kane. Kane hasn't looked like he's going to score all tournaments since Jack Grealish came on the pitch. So should that now tell Gareth Southgate, start the damn player? Let me know in the comments down below. But people, 2-0 for England. The camera is a little bit higher. I'm going to have to make this chair a little bit lower. But thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Peace out.